I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Just leave me be. Hush. You let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you. Help me. I broke apart my insides. Help me. I've got no soul to tell. Help me. The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is flawed. You get me closer to God, to God, to God, to God, to God, to God, to God. You get me closer to God. I wanna fuck you again. Let me come inside. Just come with me tonight. Take me for a ride. Touching you feels so right. Let me satisfy.
Take it slow.
Save myself before I leave. So drag me down. I know you know how. I'm addicted to the pain. I wasn't honest. Hold your horses, out of water. Don't come closer, don't let go of me. I'm like when you're with me. All I know is just about a million ways to harm you. All the things I shouldn't say. All the things that when I wanna make you happy, and it comes on me. You got the power of destruction. You can always let it fall. But when we try to work us on the side, it is too goddamn hard. All I know is don't let go of me.
Got her off the moon and now she taking drugs. So she wanna party like we in the hills. Baby, I want you to fuck me like you never did. Look in the glass for me, look in the glass for me. Jump in the coupe, play with them bands like that. I'm sorry doing no talking, got enough gas to pay off the box. I wanna give it to you, I wanna trick on the floor. I wanna piece in your ass, switching them lanes, get top with no top. Undo that roof, undo that chest, undo that coupe, I do the rest. Undo me, baby. Undo me, baby. deserve the revenant. I'll be going towards the light, don't wake me. Animal, I'm flying. All my love is prevalent. I'll be roaming through the house, don't let me catch you sleeping. I'm living on the seafloor. I'm living in your parlor, emerging from the ether. I'm laying in the bedlands. I live in the time cloud, still through the secrets. I've never been flood down some veins like oxidation. I need fresh air, I need oxygen. Who the hell you fooling? It's so obvious. Big old whiskey on them icy rocks. Flood down some veins like oxidation. I need fresh air, I need oxygen. Who the hell you fooling? It's so obvious. Flood
is the end somewhere. This is the end.